I want you to fail. Yes, you heard that right. I want you to fall, stumble, get bruised by your attempts, and then stand up again. Because that's where greatness is forged. Life doesn't reward those who never fall. It rewards those who rise every time they do. The same principle that applies here applies everywhere. If you can handle this moment, you can handle life itself. Be the person who keeps trying after failure, after frustration, after disappointment. Be the one who finds enough courage to believe that a new attempt can bring a new outcome. Because in the end, that person, the one who refuses to stay down, is the one who wins. When I was young, I learned a powerful truth. You don't start by trying to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, strongest wall that ever existed. That's not how success begins. You start by laying a single brick, as perfectly as a brick can be laid. You do that every day. And one day you'll look up and there will be a wall. That's life. That's how dreams are built, one consistent effort at a time. Most people give up long before that wall is done. They look at the mountain, not the next step. They see how far they have to go, not how far they've come. But if you can focus on that one brick, that one task, that one day, and give it your best, you will outlast everyone who was smarter, faster, or luckier. Talent can get you started, but discipline keeps you moving. You don't need to be the best, you just need to refuse to quit. Every champion was once a beginner who didn't stop. Every success story began with someone who dared to believe again after failure. They didn't always feel confident. They didn't always know how. But they showed up. They put in the work when no one was watching. When you fail, and you will remember, that's not the end. Failure is feedback. It's the universe asking you, how bad do you really want it? Every setback is an opportunity to rebuild stronger, wiser, more focused. You cannot truly grow without resistance. Just like a muscle needs tension to get stronger, your character needs challenges to evolve. The moments that hurt the most are the ones that shape you. The days you want to quit are the days you prove to yourself who you really are. Success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most consistent. To the one who shows up even when they don't feel like it. To the one who wakes up with pain, with doubt, with exhaustion, and still moves forward. If you can push through discomfort, there's nothing you can't do. You see, the people who make it aren't always the smartest or the strongest. They're the ones who refuse to settle. They're the ones who say, I'll try again tomorrow. They keep swinging even when they keep missing. Every time you get up, you teach your mind resilience. You train your soul to believe again. You're building a foundation of unshakable strength. The kind that can't be faked or taught, only earned. When people doubt you, let them. When they laugh, keep quiet and keep working. One day they'll look up and your results will silence every doubt they ever had. That's the power of persistence. That's the magic of refusing to quit. So don't look at your failures as losses. Look at them as lessons. Each one is shaping the person you're becoming. Each failure brings you one step closer to mastery. And remember, the wall isn't built in a day. It's built one brick at a time. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You don't need to know exactly where you're going or how it will all unfold. All you need to do is take the next step, the next small, deliberate step. That's what separates dreamers from doers. Action. Dreams don't work unless you do. Motivation will fade. Inspiration will come and go. But discipline is what will carry you when nothing else does. When it's 5 a.m. and your mind says, stay in bed, discipline gets you up. When life hits you with failure, rejection, or loss, discipline whispers, try again. You will be tested. Life will test your patience, your courage, your strength. It will ask you how badly you want what you say you want. And that's when you'll have a choice to give up or to grow up. Growth isn't comfortable. It never will be. You can't evolve while staying in your comfort zone. Every step outside that zone feels painful at first, but it's where you discover who you truly are. The version of you that can handle more, achieve more, and inspire more lives outside comfort. Every storm you go through prepares you for a brighter day. Every failure is shaping your resilience. Every heartbreak is teaching you compassion. Nothing is wasted. Nothing. You are being refined, molded, strengthened. The pain you're carrying now will someday be your power. The same thing that made you cry today will make you proud tomorrow. If you don't give up, the people who make it big aren't necessarily the ones who had the easiest path. They're the ones who kept moving when every voice in their head said, stop. They're the ones who believed that just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will. You're not late. You're not behind. You're not a failure because it's taking longer than you expected. You're growing at the speed of purpose, and purpose takes time. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. You don't know what they went through behind the scenes. You don't know the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the pain they had to endure. Focus on your path. Water your own garden. Because what's meant for you will come, but only if you're ready for it. And readiness is built through effort, not luck. So keep showing up, keep swinging, keep believing. Your effort is not wasted. Every late night, every setback, every tear, every moment of doubt, it's all adding up. It's all building something inside you that success alone could never teach character. And one day you'll realize the struggle was worth it. You'll look back and see that the version of you that refused to quit was the reason you made it. The secret is simple. Don't stop. No matter what comes, keep moving. Forward is forward, no matter how slow. The path to success is not straight. It's a series of detours, obstacles, and moments that test your faith. You will face times when nothing seems to work, when every effort feels invisible, when life feels unfair. But remember, progress isn't always visible. Growth often happens quietly, behind the scenes, in moments when you feel like you're standing still. Even when you can't see results, keep going. The seed doesn't sprout the day it's planted. It takes time, darkness, and patience before it breaks through the soil. Your breakthrough is the same. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean it isn't happening. Pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. When you quit, you close the door on what could have been. But when you endure, when you push through one more day, one more hour, one more try, you open the door to possibility. You keep your dreams alive. You will fail, you will fall, and you will rise. That's the rhythm of life. Each time you get up, you rise stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable. There's no shame in falling. The only shame is in staying down. Champions are not those who never fail. They're those who never stay defeated. Every no you hear, every rejection, every loss, it's redirecting you, not rejecting you. Life isn't saying you can't. It's saying not yet. It's building your patience, your endurance, your resilience, the invisible traits that separate the good from the great. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. Prepared for the moment when opportunity meets readiness. When everything you've learned from your struggles finally aligns. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Because every lesson carries a seed of strength. Every setback carries wisdom you'll need for the future. You have to trust the process, even when it hurts, even when it's dark, even when you feel alone. Because the truth is, you're never truly alone. Every person who has ever achieved something great has walked through their own version of your struggle. They cried too. They doubted too. They questioned everything, but they kept moving. And that's the difference. If you can keep your head up when life tries to break you down, if you can keep your faith when everything around you falls apart, then nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. Success is not about luck. It's about endurance. It's about the will to continue after the excitement fades. It's about the courage to believe when others have stopped believing in you. One day, all the late nights, the sacrifices, the pain, they'll make sense. You'll realize that every single hardship had a purpose. It was shaping the version of you that was strong enough to carry your dream. And when that day comes, you'll look back and smile, not because it was easy, but because you made it through what was meant to break you. That's the beauty of resilience. That's the power of the human spirit. The path to success is not straight. It's a series of detours, obstacles, and moments that test your faith. You will face times when nothing seems to work, when every effort feels invisible, when life feels unfair. But remember, progress isn't always visible. Growth often happens quietly, behind the scenes, in moments when you feel like you're standing still. Even when you can't see results, keep going. The seed doesn't sprout the day it's planted. It takes time, darkness, and patience before it breaks through the soil. Your breakthrough is the same. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean it isn't happening. Pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. When you quit, you close the door on what could have been. But when you endure, when you push through one more day, one more hour, one more try, you open the door to possibility. You keep your dreams alive. You will fail, you will fall, and you will rise. That's the rhythm of life. Each time you get up, you rise stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable. There's no shame in falling. The only shame is in staying down. Champions are not those who never fail. They're those who never stay defeated. Every no you hear, every rejection, every loss, it's redirecting you, not rejecting you. Life isn't saying you can't. It's saying not yet. It's building your patience, your endurance, your resilience. The invisible traits that separate the good from the great. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. Prepared for the moment when opportunity meets readiness. When everything you've learned from your struggles finally aligns. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Because every lesson carries a seed of strength. Every setback carries wisdom you'll need for the future. You have to trust the process, even when it hurts, even when it's dark, even when you feel alone. Because the truth is, you're never truly alone. Every person who has ever achieved something great has walked through their own version of your struggle. They cried too, they doubted too, they questioned everything, but they kept moving, and that's the difference. If you can keep your head up when life tries to break you down, if you can keep your faith when everything around you falls apart, then nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. Success is not about luck. It's about endurance. It's about the will to continue after the excitement fades. It's about the courage to believe when others have stopped believing in you. One day, all the late nights, the sacrifices, the pain, they'll make sense. You'll realize that every single hardship had a purpose. It was shaping the version of you that was strong enough to carry your dream. And when that day comes, you'll look back and smile, not because it was easy, but because you made it through what was meant to break you. That's the beauty of resilience. That's the power of the human spirit. You will reach a point where the road gets quiet, where there are no cheers, no applause, no one telling you that you're doing the right thing. That's when most people give up. But that's exactly where transformation begins. The grind is lonely. Success is quiet. Growth doesn't always happen in the spotlight. It happens in the shadows, when no one is watching, when no one cares, when the only person who believes in you is you. You must learn to clap for yourself in those moments. You must be your own motivation, your own fire, your own reason to keep moving. Because waiting for others to validate your dream is the fastest way to kill it. You have to be the type of person who doesn't need the world's approval to keep pushing forward. You can't expect people to understand your grind if they've never had to build from nothing. They might call you obsessed, unrealistic, or even crazy, but that's fine. Let them talk. The same people who doubt you today will one day ask how you did it. It's not your job to convince them. It's your job to prove yourself through consistency. Every day you show up, every time you push past fear, every moment you choose discipline over comfort. You're rewriting your story. You're breaking generational limits. You're building a future that others will thank you for. Success doesn't come overnight. It's built in silence, fueled by effort, tested by failure, and revealed by perseverance. The road to greatness will ask for everything from you: your time, your comfort, your sleep, and sometimes even your peace. But it will give you something far greater in return: pride. The kind of pride that can't be bought, only earned. The most dangerous thing you can do is settle. Settle for less than you're capable of. Settle for comfort instead of growth. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die, because it feels safe, but it kills ambition quietly. You weren't created to live an average life. You weren't born to be ordinary. Deep inside you, there's a spark, the same spark that's in every person who ever changed their life. It's waiting for you to stop doubting yourself and start believing in your own power. Stop saying, "I'll try." Start saying, "I will." Words have power. The way you speak about yourself shapes the way you act. The way you act shapes your destiny. Speak strength. Speak faith. Speak victory, even when you don't see it yet. Because your words create momentum, and momentum creates results. The moment you decide that quitting is no longer an option, everything changes. Suddenly, the fear becomes smaller, the obstacles become challenges, and the impossible becomes possible. Every time you push through discomfort, you prove that you're capable of more. Every time you face a fear, you take away its power. Every time you keep going despite doubt, you grow into the person you were meant to be. You don't need a perfect plan. You need persistence. You don't need certainty. You need courage. Because courage, not comfort, is what builds a meaningful life. The truth is, success isn't a destination, it's a decision. A decision to rise when it's hard, to keep faith when it's dark, and to show up when no one else does. You will never know how strong you truly are until being strong is your only choice. Life will corner you. It will test you in ways you never imagined. Mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, it will strip away your comfort, your certainty, and sometimes even the people you thought would stay forever. But in those moments, something powerful happens. You meet the real you. The version of yourself that doesn't rely on applause or validation. The version that doesn't crumble under pressure, but turns pain into purpose. The truth is, pain changes people. But if you let it, it can change you for the better. It can sharpen your vision, deepen your empathy, and strengthen your will. Pain can either destroy you or develop you, and you get to choose which one it will be. The same fire that melts steel also forges it. The same heat that burns can purify. It's not about avoiding pain, it's about transforming it. You don't become great by avoiding struggle, you become great because of it. Every scar you carry tells a story of survival, of courage, of growth. Stop hiding your scars, they are proof that you refuse to surrender. When you're tired, rest, but don't quit. When you're lost, pause, but don't give up. When you fail, learn and try again. Your journey doesn't end because it's hard. It ends when you stop believing it's worth it. And trust me, it's worth it. Every ounce of effort, every tear, every sleepless night. The road is long, yes, but the destination is beautiful. You have to believe that your struggle has meaning. That every setback is secretly setting you up for something greater. That every closed door is redirecting you toward a better one. Because it is. Faith isn't believing when things are easy. It's believing when everything falls apart. It's holding on when logic says, let go. There will be times when you pray and hear silence, when you try and fail again, when you love and lose. Those moments aren't the end, they're the making of you. Because every person who's ever risen from the ashes had to burn first. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt, stronger, wiser, braver. One day, you'll look back and realize that the things that hurt you the most became the foundation of your strength. You'll see that the pain that once made you cry is the same pain that made you grow. Don't let bitterness steal your fire. Don't let disappointment harden your heart. Let every experience teach you, not defeat you. Keep walking, even when it's dark. Keep believing, even when it's hard. Keep loving, even when it hurts. Because this is how warriors are made. The truth is, most people will give up when it hurts, but not you. You are built for more. You were designed to endure, to fight, to rise. And every time you rise, you prove that your spirit cannot be broken. Your story isn't over. It's still being written. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that the pain wasn't your ending. It was your beginning. Your story isn't over. It's still being written. Every chapter, every page, every word matters. You are the author, and this is your moment to decide how the story ends. Will you let fear dictate your future, or will you rise above it? Will you allow doubt to silence your dreams, or will you speak louder than your insecurities? The choice is, and always has been, yours. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one will hand you success. No one will give you the life you dream of. You have to create it. You have to fight for it. You have to wake up every day and demand more from yourself than the world expects of you. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need approval to chase your calling. The only validation you need is the one you give yourself, the one that says, I can and I will. If you want to change your life, start with one decision, the decision to stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect moment. There's no perfect moment. There's only now. And if you give your all to this moment, if you pour your heart into today, tomorrow will take care of itself. You were not made for mediocrity. You were not designed to live a life of almost. Inside you is potential so vast, so powerful that it terrifies the part of you that doubts. But don't run from that fear. Use it. Let it drive you, guide you, fuel you. Because fear isn't the enemy of progress, comfort is. The world doesn't need another follower, it needs leaders. It needs dreamers who dare to act. It needs people who are willing to fall, fail, and rise again. It needs you fully awake, fully alive, fully committed to your vision. So stand tall, lift your chin, silence the noise of doubt, and listen to that whisper inside you. The one that keeps saying, there's more. Because there is. There always is. You've come too far to turn back now. You've fought too hard, endured too much, and grown too strong to quit here. This is your turning point, the moment you stop existing and start living. Let your actions speak louder than your fears. Let your results be your response to every critic. Let your success be your revenge on every doubt that ever crossed your mind. Because one day, when you stand on the other side of struggle, you'll realize it wasn't luck that brought you there. It was persistence, faith, and the refusal to give up. So go out there and make it happen. Build the wall one brick at a time. Dream without limits. Work without excuses. Believe without hesitation. And when the world asks how you did it, you'll smile and say, I never stopped. This is your moment. This is your time. Rise, lead, inspire, and never, ever settle for less than what you were born to become.